Thank you for joining us on News Live. I am Ivy Wellington. Ethiopia, more arrests of not been ruled out as South African authorities crack down on a network that's recruiting South Africans to fight in the Russia-Ukraine war. Our five suspects, including an SABC broadcaster and two video recruiter, have made their first court appearance. Going back on the 8th of December for a bail application, the senior reporter in the ABC Ghana has more.
The Clinton Park video report was able to begin with media wanting to catch the first look at five suspects accused of being mercenaries. Nonkululeko Mandela, Xolani Mzulu, Thulani Mazibuko, Commander Shabalala, and Sfiso Mabena are charged with contravening the Foreign Military Assistance Act. A tip-off from the OR Tambo SAPS regarding 3 males en route to Russia via the United Arab Emirates led to the arrests. Mandula, an SABC broadcaster, allegedly facilitated the recruitment of their co-accused into the Russian Federation military.
Monday for possible verification. There is a bit of possibility that the state will also certain preliminary investigations regarding the granting of bail that the state will not object potential granting of bail. Has indeed been discussing the defense and has been served. I can quickly just present this on the
Devices and backpacks have also been shared as the investigation is and we are revealing the fact that it seems like there is a negative study and further charges cannot be ruled out as soon as the investigation itself is able to see exactly we will be able as part. They are key. People living in normal communities and somebody might have seen something and they are at liberty to approach the DCCI and we can go for an investigation.
Commission now, where former Dr. Imogen Masazi, companies. The commission opened with a heated exchange between Commissioner Advocate Cecilia Masazi told the commission that former Nigerian director Xolani Mwiza was off the mark, suggesting she had deputy EMPD chief Julius.
Did you ask for evidence from Xolani? No. Did you ask for evidence from Mwiza when you said I have extra number of deputies in only personal question. So I have to make a may I please speak?
He took action who allegedly signed a memorandum compelling the city of Benin to do business with Vusi multi-technical companies
in terms of the suspect.
But the commissioners argued that the city, including Shazi Technology, to recognize the council, despite unanswered reports recommending to be charged.
But you have the authority to discipline acting, and you have decided not to discipline him because the report is vague and you've conducted an investigation. That's on you. It's your decision not to discipline him. Thank you, ma'am. Let me give clarity to your question. At the point of the report and the memorandum, signing of the memorandum, Mukwanazi was a director. That's why the responsibility was resting in the authority of the chief of police, not the authority of the accounting officer.
The commission was clearly not satisfied with the version by Mashazi that she followed all processes to ensure Julius Mkwanazi is held to account. Police Minister Senzo Mchunu is expected to appear before the commission on Tuesday. Bule, Lututi Jones, in Pretoria.
The Trump administration appears closer to deciding on its next course in South Africa as James Fraser nomination remains before the US. The process been waiting since the nomination of the ambassador Ruben Biggie in 2024. To help us understand what this means for South
We are possibly weeks away from that happening. Also, thanks for having me. We're possibly weeks away. Mr. Bozal has now been added on the Senate executive calendar. This is the calendar where senators now have to consider or decide consideration on whether a nomination should go ahead. This is the ultimate stage of deciding on whether the ambassador will become an ambassador or not. After that, she'll be voted in by a full Senate, and this process can be delayed. It can be delayed by a single senator in the Senate. And as it stands on the calendar is dated the 1st of December 2025. The senators as well will be going on recess just before Christmas. So between now and just before Christmas, we can expect Mr. Brent Bozal to be nominated and considered and confirmed as the next ambassador to South Africa from the United States.
So any time from now, essentially 3 weeks not far away, what we do know about Brent Bozal is that he's a conservative. Should Pretoria then be worried?
Worried not necessarily. Again, Mr. Brent Bozal is definitely not only the most ideological pick for ambassador in Pretoria, but he'll be. His family comes from the founders of American conservatism. His father was a conservative activist. One of his uncles was a conservative writer. His other uncle was a conservative member in the Reagan administration. As a secretary of state. So ideologically aligned to the Republican Party. He's also a founder of the Media Research Center, an organization that traces perceived liberal media bias. So he knows the game that he's getting into. So conservative ideology, but he'll also be on a Trump mandate, implementing a Trump mandate. His son was part of the January 6th riot, actually. President Trump did pardon his son. Everyone else but his son as well. So we can tie in some Trump loyalty that will bring him into Pretoria. We do need a youth and having a senior official in Pretoria will help clear out what the demands are from the in South Africa for both parties of the
And a lot of falsehood has been put out there, especially by even President Donald Trump, around what's happening in South Africa, around the expropriation of land unfairly, and the genocide against should be really fixed once he comes in as ambassador. Would you really
Sure. So, important note to look at in terms of how he will when he arrives here is the stuff he said during his confirmation hearing in the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. He's coming here to extract concessions. He's not here to make sense. So a few of the concessions is the situation on crime, on farm attacks, but also crime in general, the situation on the Expropriation Act, land Union Act in itself. He would want that to be repealed a bit to take it back to Parliament. He would also want an exemption of BEE for American companies that want to operate in South Africa. In his confirmation hearing, he added that his goal is to bolster economic power. He recognizes the situation unemployment rate, and he has a mandate to bring his goal on economic politics will get in the way, but he's not focused on bolstering that sector.
Okay. Oh, now that we're seemingly gonna have an ambassador to South Africa from the United States, how far are we from Africa to how far? Would it be allowed?
I trust it will be allowed. We're not actually very far. I take it that the decision has already been made. There was a short list of 4 individuals that was around for now quite a few months, and the process in deciding who the ambassador will be for South Africa is not as procedural as it is for the United States. In the United States, they have to go through the House, they have to go through the Senate. There has to be a concession amongst the legislative branch. Here, it's a signature away for the president to sign on a piece of paper and say, this is our person. So I think a decision has already been made, and it's a game of chess on whether when Mr. Bozal will arrive, and that's when Mr. Ramaphosa will play his part.
And do we know at this stage? Perhaps maybe you've got more insight on who it's going to be.
We don't know currently who it will be. There is a short list of a few ANC loyalists. So it will be someone from the ANC. It will be a political appointee. But there's no name that's out there, and I'd rather not make a prediction and speculate now.
Yeah, okay. I asked that question of whether it will be allowed, given our, U.S.-South Africa relations that are very tough at the moment. You just have to look at the G20 presidency that we've had. Now we're part of the Troika, and there are questions as well, especially as the U.S. assumes its presidency. Frankly, involved in the G20 presidency. I would put